to real estate in Kenya as we close down the year 2021. How are you doing? Where are you watching this from? By the way, you can comment down there. My name is Reuben Kimani. I'm bringing you real estate in Kenya with Reuben Kimani. As we come to the end of the year, there are many goals that most of you had set. We are known for New Year resolution, but if you are to ask me, there's no difference between 2022, 2021, 2019 or 2020 in terms of December comparing between December 31st and 1st of January of 2022. It's you go to sleep, then you wake up in a new year. In terms of weather and many other things, very few things change. Just the date that changes. But there are people who wait until it is the end of the year, the beginning of the year, the beginning of a birthday, on a Monday, their birthday, and many other occasions to be able to do something. For me, I know there is no difference. But if that is a motivation for you, I think it's a good place to start. The beauty of life, we are given a chance every day to be able to restart afresh. Whether it's your birthday, whether it's a new year, whether it's 1st of December, whether it's Christmas, and many other events, many other days in our lives. Today, we'd like to talk about 2022, specifically about investment. I would like to speak about a starter pack. This time in 2018 or 2019, there's something that was trending about a starter pack. I hope you remember that meme. But today I would like to talk about 2022 investment starter packs. Many people set resolution at the beginning of this year, but this is a year that has taught us many things. COVID has been together with us from 2020. Many things have changed, but we have learned that life is precious. I know you have learned that, but there are many people who have had setbacks. We want to sympathize with you today, but we can't stay back there. Life has to continue. We have to look back. We thank God for what has worked, where we are today, and the most important thing today, all of us are alive. I have to say that. If you're alive today, you have seen the end of 2021 as it is. So we thank God for that. But going back to our investment starter pack, let me just tell you some of the things that Kenyans set as their New Year resolution in 2021. I was looking at one of the blogs in Kenya. The most commonly set New Year resolution, and they don't change from year to year. I have them here. Number one, most people wanted to lose weight. There are those. Number two, wanted to go to the gym. Number three, according to this blog, they wanted to eat right. These are balanced diet, especially at this time of COVID. Immunity is something that is of value, as valuable as the way you look for that income every end of the month. Number four, most people wanted to start saving. Number five, investment. Most people wanted to start investing. And what are these investment? Ulikuwa unataka kupata shamba. You wanted to get a plot. There are people who wanted to start the process of building a home for their family in 2021. Where do you start? Some of them wanted to acquire a plot. There are those who wanted to own a home this year, start investing, own a home. Number six, there are those who wanted to cut off fake friends and fake relationships. That is an interesting one. Number seven, there are those who wanted to get married. Number eight, some wanted to buy a car this year. And lastly, number nine, there are those who wanted to get born again, get saved, and build a better relationship with their God. Do you have some of those resolutions? Have you done anything about them? Bora Uhai, I think that was trending sometimes in 2019. Have you achieved anything? I would like to encourage you today. There are those who have achieved a lot, congratulations. There are those who have achieved to a certain level, 70%, 50%, some have done 40%, congratulations, you have done so well, you are top 5%. But there are those who have done less than 20% or done nothing. And unfortunately, we have so many people in that area. Life gives us an opportunity every new day to be able to start afresh, to be able to look at what did not work in 2021 and do something in 2022. Today, I would like to tell you that you can always restart. And that's why real estate in Kenya with Reuben Kimani today is talking about an investment starter pack for 2021. Did you want to invest this year? Maybe you wanted to buy a plot this year for investment worth a certain amount of money. You had it in your head. Maybe you wanted to start your home ownership journey this year. I'll be focusing more about the investment part more than any other else. Maybe in future videos, and I'll be able to cover this in my YouTube channel. Look for Reuben Kimani KE in YouTube as well. You'll be able to see about fitness, those who wanted to lose weight and stuff like that. We can also teach you about that. I've been that journey before since COVID came, and I've done a lot in that. Can be able to share about running, about going to the gym, about all that fitness things based on my experience. I know we have expert authorities in that area, but we share our experiences to tell you, as frail as you are, as weak as you are, as unplanned as you are, maybe without so much resources, you can also be able to achieve this. Let's talk about investment starter pack for 2022. We have decided to do this just before Christmas, also because we know people will be taking holidays. They'll be taking time off to reflect. Some of you have closed your office, right? You are watching me from the comfort of your home. Some of you have closed your businesses. But there are some of you who are already working in your businesses. So that as we go to 2022, we have 1 week or so. You'll have time to reflect. What did not work? Why did your goals for 2021 fail to work? Because of some few things. And that's why we are giving you this investment starter pack, so that you can think about it. On 3rd of January, on 1st of January, you can be able to restart. For me, 1st of January, 2nd of January 2022 may mean very little in terms of my goals. My goals are continuous in nature. I have to keep working on them. Today I went to the gym. I will not wait until 2nd of January because my goals are continuous. For most of you, maybe that may not work. You want to restart in January, and I want to ensure you do it this right this time around. Why am I doing this also? I'm also doing this because in our channel, over the course of the years, especially in this year, we are also about transfer. We want to ensure that you're able to invest. Knowledge is power when applied. If you have knowledge and you're not doing about it, it is useless. Knowledge is power when applied. We give you knowledge about investment, especially in real estate where we have authority. We have a lot of experience in it. We share that with you. I've talked a lot about that. Let me go to our investment starter pack. I'll be sharing 3 things that I believe you must do for you to succeed in 2020 where investment is concerned. Number 1, set a practical goal. Very, very important. Most of you, I talked about the 9 New Year resolution most Kenyans make. Most of you set unrealistic goals. Maybe so big, you want to achieve it, maybe 10-year worth of goals in 1 year. It will not be able to work. Especially when you are starting, when you don't have stamina. You don't understand what it means by commitment. Do you want to wake up early? It's not a joke. It's not very easy to wake up early, by the way. It's not very easy to go to the gym. It's not very easy to commit a certain amount per month to be able to invest when you can be able to entertain yourself with that month. Set a practical goal. I would also try to advise you, ensure it is well written. Today and this year in 2020, let us start writing our goals. We have all these fonts, right? We have notebooks. If you are the old type, the traditional type, write in notebooks. I also write a lot. I write in my phone, but I used to do notebooks, depending on what works for you. What is important, we want you to achieve your goals. Write them down. Write those practical goals. Let me start with this. We're in the affordable sector of the real estate, especially land, for investment and for those who would like to build your own homes. How much do you think you can buy this year? I would like to challenge you to start with what you think is practical in your head, so that we start there. As you go, we have many years ahead of us, right? You might have 50 years to live, 100 years for some of you who are 20 years. You never know. That's why I'm saying you have to start somewhere. Start with a practical goal. Be able to identify whether it is short-term or long-term. For example, you want to buy, let's start with something practical. You want to buy a plot worth 500,000 shillings. You're employed somewhere, you have a small business. There are those who are looking for jobs. You're already at a place in your life. You have to identify where you are. so that you set the right goal. There are those who are doing so well. You are making millions. You should be able to do a huge property investment. Maybe you want to do a residential block. We are at a different place in your life. Let's assume you want to buy a plot worth $500,000. For those maybe who started their jobs the other day, a very practical goal, and you want to start in January of 2021, where do you start? Start by writing it down. It is $500,000 that you need to invest there. There are so many ways to be able to achieve that. Some of you can achieve that in 3 months, by the way. I would like you to watch my videos. I have produced so many videos about real estate in Kenya, the market, trying to analyze, trying to review, trying to relook, trying to share our experiences so that you can make the right decision. Knowledge is power when applied. So $500,000. There are so many ways. Some of you will be able to join a circle. I said 3 to 10 times the amount you have been able to save. Look for a good circle. If you go online, you can also be able to research, and find out where can I get a good circle. Research amongst the authority figures. And I have to say this, there are those who ask our friends who have no idea. They are well-meaning, they love us, they want to be friends with us, they want the best for our lives, but they don't have the knowledge. Look for authority figures. That's why we are producing this video, and many other in the property sector. Do you want to invest in stocks? You have to look for authority figures in stock. Read books and stuff like that. A YouTube video like this can well inform you. Research, so that you know how to do it. You might join a circle. There are those who need to pull their resources together, money together that you have gotten. There are those who are getting bonus this month, by the way. Bonus, overtime, per diems, and many other things in December. And you can use us as a deposit. In using investment, you'll ask for 10%. Very, very important. I'm saying this because that is practical for you. You have some money in the account. There are those who have been saving until today, and they have not done anything with that money. You can be able to do that. There are those who need to take a loan in January because they qualify. An unsecured loan where no collateral is required. You are not being asked for a title deed which you don't have, especially for young people, a big business that you don't have as collateral. You can be able to do it. Very, very important. There are those who have inheritance that they have to dispose of, like I said in another video. You have land that was left to you by your parents, or they have already shared to you and they are alive. You can dispose it off and be able to pursue your investment goals for this year. Maybe it is somewhere in Nyahururu where it is not helping you. It is somewhere, it is many acres. You can dispose it off, come and start your investment goals in the city, because you're also looking at the objective. We invest with objectives. Very, very important as well. I have to mention that before I go forward. Set a practical goal. Number 2, how are you going to do it? This is where most of us go wrong. We have those goals in our head. We are well-meaning. We really want to change our lives. We really want to do something this year differently and shock everyone. You actually don't want to announce a lot, or for someone, you want to announce a lot so that you are forced to do it, so that you are not ashamed at the end of 2022, whatever you want to do. How are you going to do it? And this is the path. When you start driving in the morning, you have to know the direction you are facing. You can't start driving when you don't know where you are going and how you are going to do it. How are you going to do it? And this is where research comes in. For example, you are investing a plot worth $500,000 in 2022. How are you going to do it? That's why we talked about joining a circle for some, taking a loan for others, disposing of unnecessary things that you have that you can sell, coming together as a chama, as friends, and many other ways that you can research. Consult authority figures like I've mentioned. Budget your income. There are those of you who are earning good money, and most of you will be shocked at the amount our parents were able to do, generation of our parents, with very little amounts. One day I saw a pay slip of my dad, and I was shocked. That is an amount that cannot sustain me in a few days. And they were able to do all they were able to do at that time. We salute them. Some of you have so much that they can be able, disposable incomes that you can be able to use. If you rave every weekend, using so much money, I'm not saying you don't entertain yourself, but you can do it with balance. Life is a balance. You can't be in the gym every day, as much as gymming is important. You can't overdo something. Too much of something is poisonous. Even the Bible is very clear about too much of doing some things. What I'm trying to say, you do with a modicum of balance. You have so much of a disposable income. You can be able to look at it and see how much you can dedicate to your goal. If your goal is not important, you'll give an excuse. If it is important, you'll find a way. I want you to find a way in 2021. The other thing is financing. How are you going to finance the $500,000? That's why we talked about a circle. Basically, most of us are well educated. Most of us are exposed to a lot of content in YouTube. We don't always advocate you watch YouTube videos or entertainment only. Like I said, life is a modicum of balance. We want you to live a 360-degree life in 2022. How do you do it? Sometimes you watch entertainment. A part of your life you are watching, even when you go home, watch videos to do with personal development, videos to do with investment, part of as you watch entertainment. I'm not that kind of a guy. I believe in life as a balance. I don't overdo one thing at the expense of the other. Life is a balance, but there are those goals that are important to you. You give them almost 50% of your time. So as you watch, look for ways. You'll get ways to finance, and there are so many ways like I have shared in my videos before. And the last thing, very easy. You just need to take action. Some of you have been strategizing for years. You have written the same goals since 2010, 2015, depending on your age. The same goals, but nothing ever seems to work. You have bought books. I've seen people who buy gym bags, gym shoes, running shoes, very expensive, and many other things. You have bought very nice notebooks. I think you can be able to relate with that. There are those who are people who have gone to church and they have prayed about it. They have prayed with their family. They have prayed with their spouses. Allow me to preach today. They have prayed with their spouses. They have prayed with everyone they can get. They have shared their goals with their spouses, with their friends, with anyone who matter. They have written them down, like I said, in stage number 1 and 2. Please write things down so that you can be able to check them as you do them. It feels very good. You have done everything that you could, but the thing that you did not do, you did not action on them. Very, very important. They say action, planning without action is called hallucination. If you have goals that you don't action, you get stressed. Why? Because you have them in your head, but you're not doing anything about it. This is where you start from the beginning. This is where commitment comes in. Most people, and we have been learning with some friends, and I can tell you, we are not at the same level. It depends on your commitment level to make your goals work. Are they important to you? If they are, you'll be able to dedicate time. You'll not be able to give an excuse about it. You'll be able to do something. After you set that goal, you have researched about it on exactly how you are going to do it. Now is the time to do it. For those who are waiting for January, it's okay. You can rest this time as you write them down. Ensure you write them down somewhere. In January, start working on them. Don't wait for January 2nd. If I was you, I would start working on them today, tomorrow. I don't wait for January. It will get easier with you. Let me encourage you. If you start, that's when motivation comes. Motivation does not come when you listen to this video. It comes when you do something, you see it working. And that's why in church we do testimonies, telling God that He can do it again to another person. And once you act on something, it will start working. If you start from number 1, you'll be encouraged by result for number 1. You go to number 2. Number 3, you start with one property today, and you realize by March, you're almost at 70%. It is possible for most of you. Then you realize, Kube, I can even do 3. You go to the next one. You're motivated by the first investment that you made. For those who want to own a home this year, the same thing. You have bought a plot and now you know, I'm at 20% or 30% of the journey. And you get so motivated and you want to even do more. And that's why some people work very hard, even in their corporate jobs that you have. In their business, they are so motivated to wake up every day because you can see the fruits, the initial fruits of your labor will be successful. You will be successful in 2021. I just don't want to motivate you for you to feel energetic. I want you to do something so that you have fluid and fuel to motivate yourself. If you cover a part of the journey, the remaining journey becomes easy because you can be able to see. So in 2022, follow those 3. It's my starter pack, and that's what I'll follow myself. Set a practical goal. Define how you are going to do it. And you have to write. Number 1, do it. take action. Strategize the much you can, but take action. And I also like to tell you, there are some of you who will take so long because they want to get all the data on the table. Some of you are so structured. If you're like me, I really want to have as much information as possible before I make a decision. It's an advantage and a disadvantage. There are those who will take so long looking for information, analyzing Nini, and then we wait the first 3 months. No, you don't need all the information. I usually say you just need 50% of the information to be able to make a decision. Then you move as you go along. Most of the things, once you try to buy a plot with usually investment, all the things you had out there, you realize some of you were lies. You realize that there are new details that you have. You only learn by doing. Do, act in 2021, in 2022, and everything will work for you. Some of you will achieve your goals way before. You do the same for the other goals I've mentioned, whether it is losing weight, whether it's keeping fit, going to the gym. For those who would like to buy a car, it's one of the goals for Kenyans. It has to depend on how you want to use the car. It has to advance your overall agenda. Plan for a long term also, very important. I've covered that in another video. Very, very important. Allow me to share that. So is this 2020, is it the year you really, for some of you, is it the year you really wanted to lose, you really want to lose weight? Is it the year you really want to start the home ownership journey, own a home? By the way, to tell you, there's something called Kenya Mortgage Refinance Company. Let me mention that, which is coming to life. It works so well, you'll be able to get mortgages. They are capping it at 4 million shillings. You'll be able to get mortgages even when you earn like 50,000 shillings. Meaning, it is better to get that mortgage, you own the home, instead of renting as you are doing. That's why information is power when applied. I hope I've motivated someone. I hope someone will be able to take action, will be able to write down as you go for holidays, wherever you are going, as you interact with your family, your loved one and stuff like that. I hope 2022 you'll finally be able to invest. Welcome to Username Investment. We'll be able to take you through that journey, especially for those who want to buy affordable land. We have a lot in store for you as you close the year, as you go to 2022. A lot, and we'll guide you. We can even remind you about this and be able to help you. You can negotiate with us based on your circumstance. Come to us and be able to help you walk that journey for investment and those who want to start their home ownership journey. Thank you so much. Allow me to say Merry Christmas. I know is one of it's 2 days before Christmas. Happy New Year. You will not be able to catch up again. This is our last video of the year. I hope to see you in January. Working very hard. You need to pull up your socks as well. You need to whatever start working on your goals. God bless you so much, and I also want to thank you for being with us, watching our videos, being live with us this year. For those who have invested in investment, we don't want to forget you as well. God bless you. Enjoy your Christmas with your loved one, with your family. Be safe. COVID is here back with us. Mask up. Please vaccinate yourself. Very, very important. And be keen about your surrounding. Keep safe. We want to see you back in 2022.